So, what's up guys, it's BlazeFlame281 here, and wait, sun's off. Is anyone there?
Hey, hello? Vern.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Vern, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. How did you get into my party in the first place?
I don't know. I saw an invitation. You must have accidentally invited me. Looks like no one else showed up, so,
Well,
what are you up to right now?
Well, I'm actually getting ready to start playing some Ultimate Custom Night, and since you're here, you might as well be part of this as well, I guess. None better for you to do.
Well, hey guys, everyone in the audience, MinecraftVirus here, and I guess in today's video, Vern, you want to go and tell them what we're going to be doing today?
So, I'm going to be playing some Ultimate Custom Night, but both me and Blake have been coming up with some, I guess you'd say, theories about the storyline behind Ultimate Custom Night and the rest of the game in general that this game itself has hinted to. And we are going to be talking about that. All the while, me failing to defend myself from a couple of measly animatronics because I'm bad.
Yeah, and by us coming up with these theories, we mean we've heard these theories from Matt, Pat, Daco, the community, basically, during their live streams for the game.
And we're sort of putting it together.
Hinting at them.
We've been putting it together, adding our own little touches and bits to it. Meh. It works, yeah. I guess. Possibly.
We've been asking ourselves, is this actually canon to the storyline?
And that thought has sort of, I guess, led us to in, like, how many directions would you say, Blake?
I would say at least one. I mean, all the directions come together into a single
one direction, though.
To be honest, not much of a story was hinted at the ending of what is to be the ending of the series. And that's where Ultimate Custom Night comes in. We may believe that this is William's personal little... Yeah, basically. So, anything else, Vern? Pretty much. And one of the main things is, well, actually, before we get into those questions, we want to talk about what Vern said, jump scares, specifically the animatronics lines after their jump scares, because these were some of the biggest hints as to our theory being true and Custom Night being a canon story in the entire series. So the lines are as follows. I am rebuilt, not by you, but by the one you should not have killed. Jacko Chica. The fire within me burns eternally, and you shall as well, and a couple of others. These lines hinted at, well, three ideas. One, that our player character is actually a creator of some type in the animatronic's eyes, and he was a murderer of some type, and also apparently can't perish. He's basically dying and reliving the same pure eternal nightmare again and again, with all his creations by his side. And we believe this to be William Afton. He's here, and he's always watching, the one you should not have killed. The same is mentioned an awful lot.
Yes.
Who do you think that is, Vern?
So, me and you obviously came up with the idea that this being is none other than the person at the end of the game who you see, and I sort of spoil it there, Golden Freddy himself. Not the liver one we see, but rather the one that never actually got real. Saved.
I brought this along to Vern, and I don't know if he was exactly surprised about it. I couldn't quite tell his reaction, but this is, well, probably the most profound evidence I've ever laid my eyes on that kind of proved that a theory of mine was true. Because I watch Matt Pat, I will listen to all his theories, and, well, I don't necessarily think that most of my theories that I branch off of them are true. But this was probably the most profound piece I had ever found, and I believed it was absolutely true. Hence why I gave it to Vern. Basically, when you play the Old Man Consequences minigame by A Secret, maybe Vern can explain that to you real quick before I go on.
So, if you set Old Man Consequences to 1, there is a special minigame that you can unlock that way. If you set only Old Man Consequences to 1, and I'm about to die to Jackal Chica, so I give up. Apparently I didn't die somehow.
Okay, so basically when you get into this minigame, not only is the dialogue very hinted at this being William's Eternal Purgatory, it also has a creepy background noise, or as Scott calls it, music. It's not only creepy, but if you take it and you take out 3 noise sections and speed it up by 1,000%, you actually get some garbled or even muffled screaming, cries, almost a person crying for help from the other side.
Now, Blake,
this is actually William.
Listen very closely to this.
And you hear the creepy music in the background.
Yep.
That's what I was talking about.
Now I'm gonna go talk to the man. Watch what Old Man Consequences said. Come and sit with me a while. Ah, shoot, I don't have my mouse. That's the problem. I don't have my mouse cursor.
Press enter? Something?
Enter. Okay, it's enter. It says, leave the demon to its demons. Rest your own soul. There is nothing else. Now, this line is sort of what got this entire theory video that me and Blake are creating right now started. And
yes, so basically, remember how we said... Remember how we said that the he they're referring to, and how Golden Freddy is possibly the one who created this whole eternal nightmare for William after he died. Basically, Golden Freddy did this because he was never saved, like we said before. When Old Man Consequences says, rest your own soul, he's talking to Golden Freddy. But if you actually search through the game files and look in the SOT section, which is where all music is present for the game, you end up finding out that this is actually titled I Hate Mike. The background music in the Old Man Consequences Demons minigame is actually called I Hate Mike. Now, do me a favor and take those words in context and listen to the audio. If you actually take those words into context and you listen to the sped up audio with less distorted audio in the back, you actually hear the screaming saying, I hate Mike. Like we mentioned earlier about Golden Freddy basically needing to be saved, we can further support that he was never saved. As Scott said, he basically makes a point to clarify something that he couldn't make clear in a previous game. He clarifies it in the next one with some sort of retcon of some type. He did this in Sister Location, and he said he didn't do it any other time, but he didn't come up with the idea to retcon stuff like that. He didn't even come up with the idea of retconning until Sister Location. But we have a feeling that he accidentally made a second retcon in FNAF 4. In FNAF 3, we basically had no idea that Golden Freddy was never saved until, well, now. Because clearly he's restless. I mean, look at the poor thing, he's shaking!
He's shaking like a crybaby because he has no life. Okay, that was just a little bit hard to take back what I said now. Yeah,
it was. Okay. But basically, in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the good ending, which a lot of people are saying is not canon because, like Scott has said previously, most of the games, or most of the nights in games that don't take place during the first 5 are usually not canon to the story. Which, in FNAF 4's case, we can accept a change for once, because FNAF 4 is basically the one thing that is real, or not real. Who knows? But basically, in the good ending, it's basically about the child, the one who later becomes Golden Freddy. No name given yet, because we idiots need to figure it out first. He basically ends up dying after saying goodbye to, quote-unquote, his friends. This has the gathering of the 4 plushies representing the other 4 core animatronic characters from Freddy's, and of course Fredbear, the one who bit him and is later apologizing in this scene. And of course, it's not actually Fredbear, it's just William behind a secret little walkie-talkie Fredbear plush, talking to his son before he dies.
He's everywhere. Do you want to go? Second friend Fredbear. Okay, I'm sorry. Had to throw that one in there.
Yeah. We see as he's apologizing to his spirit child, as he's slowly dying, all of his other quote-unquote friends, the animatronics, are disappearing beside him. We noticed that in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, now taking this brand new information, we basically found that the other 4 core were the only ones who were saved. Puppet gets saved still, but that's 30 years after FNAF 3 in Five Nights at Freddy's 6. So, yeah, basically Golden Freddy's the only one left. And this is further supported by the good ending, again, because all the other core 4 animatronics were saved in FNAF 3, right? Well, that explains why they disappear in the good ending. They disappear one by one as Fredbear's apologizing, leaving the kid and Fredbear. Though Fredbear disappears before the kid dies, and you hear the flatline symbolizing he's dead, this definitely symbolizes being that Golden Freddy, well, this is his origin story, and of course, Golden Freddy was never set free, because he, quote-unquote, the child inside of him, was the last to disappear.
And stemming from that theory led so many other things. Because with that realization, that means what we know about the Sister Location ending cutscene, and what stemmed from that, or at least what Michael, last name unknown, since we truly don't even know where is his kid according to MatPat.
Yeah, basically that was our whole idea of Custom Night and where it takes place. In this sense, it's the ending of the series, and to be honest, even though the only 2 unanswered questions we have is, what's Golden Freddy's name? Will he ever be freed? And of course, what is the freaking deal with FNAF 4? God!
The deal with FNAF 4 is not helped any such more by the fact that if all that we've said is true, and FNAF 4 is obviously before Sister Location, which is what causes Michael to eventually go down and try to save his sister, and later on to save his brother. If all this is true, that would mean that William Afton would have already been in his killing ways since both the sister and the brother died, and that's what started this in the first place, the sister and the brother dying.
That was our jumble of theories about how we believe that Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night is potentially the ending of the series. It's been an amazing ride, and to be honest, I love this game so much, I really don't want to see it go. And even though it's going to be sold to other publishers and producers, and I'll still be working on playing some of those other FNAF fan games that Vern's already beat me at, we basically want to say, Scott, if you
can give us any help, anyone can give anyone help, especially about FNAF 4, because FNAF 4 has been the most broken thing, thanks to the box.
Beyond that, we just want to say thank you for creating an amazing game, and also, can you tell us what the freaking identity of Golden Freddy's child is, please?
That's going to be the end of this video. I just wanted to show off the Fredbear jump scare while Blake was talking, because so hopefully everyone has a nice day. There will be a link to Blake's channel, MinecraftVirus, in the description for anyone wondering.
And MatPat's.
Not MatPat. MatPat isn't MatPat anymore. In 2 weeks, I'll put a description for MatPat. So if you're
because
back here in
when
2
he
weeks,
does his Ultimate Custom Night theory,
Then I'll be happy.
Hopefully he will come back.
Until then, I'm not putting up MatPat's channel. Sorry, MatPat.
Because he is officially, like he said before, FNAF has stumped him.
Well, so that's the end of this video for anyone who's still watching or that ever watched, because I am such a small fan, like 1 or 2 people. I'm sad. Not really. I wish I had more people though. But for anyone watching currently, have a nice day and goodbye.